How does a gruesome real-life story become a billion-hour blockbuster? It's called the Netflix effect, and it's transforming brutal criminal cases into binge-worthy entertainment. Streaming platforms don't just report facts, they repackage them with cinematic flair, selective storytelling, and powerful performances, fundamentally reshaping how millions understand crime and justice. And the scale is immense. True crime is now a dominant genre. The podcast Serial hit 5 million downloads faster than any podcast in iTunes history, ultimately reaching 300 million. Netflix's Tiger King captivated 64 million households in its first month. The Dahmer series became one of the platform's most watched shows ever. This hunger isn't just on screens. True crime book sales soared from 976,000 copies in 2016 to 1.6 million by 2018. A YouGov poll confirmed half of all Americans are interested in true crime, and for a dedicated 13%, it's their favorite genre. But this is more than a ratings game. This effect has tangible consequences in the real world. The Serial podcast triggered so much public scrutiny that it helped lead to Adnan Syed's conviction being vacated and eventually his complete exoneration in 2022. More recently, Netflix's dramatization of the Menendez brothers case prompted the Los Angeles district attorney to recommend resentencing for the pair, 36 years after their original conviction. Public opinion, amplified by streaming algorithms, can directly influence the gears of justice. How do they achieve this? Through careful narrative construction, a practice known as documentary sensationalism. They emphasize dramatic elements, use stylized cinematography, and selectively edit evidence to keep you hooked. Creators also use artistic liberty, intentionally altering facts to make the story more compelling. While it creates great television, it raises profound ethical questions. The most severe is victim exploitation. Production companies earn enormous profits depicting a person's death, while the victim's family gets no compensation and has no control over the narrative. Many families feel powerless, discovering their private tragedies have become global entertainment without their consent. This leads to a central debate. Are these shows a net benefit or a net harm? They've helped exonerate the innocent, but they've also been accused of prejudicing trials with emotional appeals over hard evidence. A massive regulatory gap persists. There are no binding standards for factual accuracy, and the line between a documentary and a dramatization is legally blurry. As corporations profit from these stories, a fundamental question remains. Do streaming platforms have an ethical duty that goes beyond the law, especially when the victims can no longer speak for themselves? As billion-dollar companies continue to turn real pain into profit, the line between powerful storytelling and outright exploitation is blurring into non-existence, and the legal battles are just getting started. Has a true crime documentary ever changed your mind about a case? Did you catch details that others missed? Share your story below and be part of our true crime community.